Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve Shaw. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to eat after a cut or after your fat loss diet is done. Before I get into that topic, if you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. The best topic ideas I turn into videos. All right. You just went from Fatty McFatterton down to, a little bit sexier. I mean, let's face it, you're ugly. You're very, very ugly. But at least you have less fat, and you have that going for you. You have no social life. You have no social skills. You're not blessed with good genetics. You're just less fat now. Your cutting diet is done. So you have that going for you, just like the big, hairy, ugly dude. All right, so all kidding aside, your fat loss diet is done. How do you eat now? That is the question. Well, the first thing you need to understand, and something that I tell all my clients, is that when you reach your goal weight, understand that when you go back to a more normal style of eating a little bit more carbs, eating a little bit more calories, a little bit more sodium, that sort of thing, just a hair more loose on your diet, you're going to gain about 5 pounds of water weight back, just 5 pounds of body weight back, and that is not fat. So what I recommend for folks that say they want to hit 170, 180, 190, 200 pounds, I recommend they go about 5 pounds beyond that goal, so when their eating normalizes, they come back to the real goal weight they want to be at. So just keep that in mind. Now, beyond that, you have to understand that now that your cutting diet is over, your lifestyle moving forward really isn't that different. That's something you need to understand. A big mistake that people will make now that their diet is over, now that their fat loss period, their cutting diet is over, is that they don't really have any regulators or any form of guidance now that they're back to normal eating again. And they're going to fall into the same pitfalls they did that caused them to gain weight. Now, I've seen some folks that I've worked with gain, 2 pounds a month. They get a little bit loose. They get a little bit sloppy. They're eating clean most of the time. They're eating healthy most of the time, but they're gaining about 2 pounds a month. And I've seen this happen with clients that I've had for a long period of time. They just slip, and for a month or 2 months, they're gaining 2 pounds, they're gaining 4 pounds. Now, it doesn't seem like a lot, but if you think about this, 2 pounds a month, pretty close to 25 pounds a year. Over 4 years, that's 100 pounds of flubberton you're putting back on your fat, ugly body, because we all know, even though you're skinny now, you're still ugly, and you need to just stay less fat now that you're still ugly. All right, so 2 pounds a month doesn't seem like much. It's still 100 pounds in 4 years. 1 pound a month doesn't seem like much, but that'll add up quickly. You'll gain 50 pounds in 4 years, over 100 pounds in a decade, and you do not want that. So you need some form of regulation. One of the best ways to regulate is to understand how you're eating now is pretty much how you have to eat moving forward. That's going to seem kind of depressing to you guys because you want to go back to your old eating lifestyle, but it doesn't work like that. The old eating lifestyle is how you got fat. The old eating lifestyle is how you got fat and ugly. All right? And if you want to get not just ugly, but fat and ugly, you'll go back to your old eating lifestyle, a little bit loose. To prevent you from doing that, you need to, and my advice is, during the week, stay super strict. Folks that tend to gain weight back tend to be loose during the week. They don't have a plan. They don't meal prep. They don't know what they're going to eat during the week, and they allow for too many variables. The less control you have, the more likely it is you're going to gain weight. Weight gain just isn't done through binge eating. It's done through a lack of control slowly over time. You don't have anything planned for lunch on Monday. You decide to go out for Chinese food. It's only one meal, right? And then on Friday hits, you're like, fuck it, it's Friday, I'm going to have a few extra drinks. It's only a few extra drinks. All that stuff adds up. So stay super tight during the week. This is what my wife and I do. We stay super tight during the week. Now, when it comes to the weekend, you have to practice self-control. Just because you're going to be eating some cheesecake, some pizza, having a few beers doesn't mean you need to eat the whole cheesecake, the whole extra large pizza with an appetizer and the salad that is healthy, right? But it still has croutons It still has a lot of extra cheese. It still has that dressing, but I'm only eating chicken wings as an appetizer with all the blue cheese dressing. You have to focus on control. You have to focus on portion control. When you want some of this extra food, you need to make sure you are eating only a reasonable amount. You're not stuffing yourself. You don't get to go from a fat loss diet to a lifestyle where you're stuffing yourself and over-consuming food, where you're abusing yourself. And that's something, that word needs to resonate in your ugly head, because we know you're not fat right now, but you're still ugly. You let that resonate in your ugly head. That abusing, that word abusing, don't abuse your body. There are certainly times during the year where we're going to abuse our body. Thanksgiving is a good example. Maybe your birthday. Hey, now you're not just ugly, you're old and ugly like me, and you want to have a few beers, a few too many beers on your birthday. It's okay to abuse yourself a couple times during the year. But if you're doing that once a week, you have an issue. You have an issue, and you are going to gain weight rapidly. So, cutting diet. When you're done, go about 5 pounds deeper than you want to go. Second thing that you want to remember or realize is that the lifestyle you have during the cutting diet is the lifestyle you're going to have moving forward. You just need to add a few extra things back in. You need to keep super strict during the week. You need to maintain control. And when you do have the extra foods, like cheesecake or the burger or the appetizers, it's not a license to stuff yourself just because you're now thin. You know what I'm saying? So you're still ugly, but you're now thinner. So I hope that helps some. So guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. If you made it this far in this video and have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I'd appreciate the support. So guys, as always, thanks for watching. See you next time.